can talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Round of the playoffs. This is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, middle. Change it.
Throwing is Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, 30 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they left the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Second down and 8.
Hey. Middle.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there, 1st down.
Well, As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 30 yards. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. David Ojabo buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now it's Herbert. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it gives him the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chargers, nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He can't get him down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jones. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here? And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Ram.
First down, Chargers.
In motion right is Johnston. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
12. Stay with tight. Go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
21.
Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the ball comes loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
59. Hey, Kappa. What is it?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Crowd right. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
180.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. 13. Sit up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. The out route, he finds Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
5-9. Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown,
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Ravens 35, Chargers 10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return is Duvernay. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A give up the middle to Dobbins. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They're going option play on 3rd down. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel?
Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go.
Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Hey, Ray. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
38. Chargers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, second and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here for Davis. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Herbert off of play action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10.
Hey, go Lion.
Now it's Herbert. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
59. Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Dobbins trying the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. There he goes, left side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
In every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Up the middle, Jones. And some space. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially